Yo, what is going on, guys? Troy Addison here, Wake Network, and I'm excited to be back. I got a killer recipe over here that I'm gonna share with you guys. We're gonna do some high protein pancakes because I'm really getting sick of the same old breakfast. I've been doing like a little egg white omelet with some veggies. I've been doing my oatmeal, and it is time to change things up. So I want to show you guys a delicious high protein pancake recipe today. Also give you guys a quick update on what I've been working on, how I've been training. Alright, so let's get into the good stuff. I want to show you guys precisely how to make these high protein pancakes. I got the entire recipe or entire ingredient profile written down over here, kind of chicken scratch on this notebook, and I actually tried to, I made this a couple months ago and it turned out amazing, and I'm going to try it with a different flavored protein powder. So I'm going to use Dimetized ISO birthday cake protein powder. Now for this recipe, it's actually really important that you get a good tasting protein powder. Like, I think I tried this 6 months ago and I used this really plain tasting casein protein powder and it was not that good at all. But using a flavored protein powder takes this to a whole nother level. So make sure you guys get a good flavored protein powder. Just look for something that doesn't have a lot of added sugar or a lot of fat. So not that fat and sugar is necessarily bad for you at the right time, but the stuff that they put in protein powders that spikes the calorie count is just pure garbage. It's gonna be like really trans fatty and just like pure sugar and pure junk. So stay away from the protein powders that have a lot of those added fillers. So I choose the ISO hydrolyzed from Dimetized. And let me get right into the recipe. So what I do here is, these are this is equivalent to 2 sweet potatoes. I boiled them and then I just mashed them up to speed up the process here on camera. So we're gonna put 2 whole sweet potatoes in here. What I really like about this pancake recipe is sweet potatoes are an awesome carbohydrate source. So you can even do these as a pre-workout or post-workout meal, because right around the time of your workout, it's really crucial. You get in those carbohydrates and it's loaded with protein. So for me personally, I like to do this recipe for breakfast, or I'll even do it pre and post-workout. Now we got the 2 sweet potatoes in here. Next up, we got 6 tablespoons of oatmeal. So once again, more slow digesting carbohydrates. Tablespoon, take it out of your oatmeal, put it in here, 6 tablespoons. Self-explanatory, moving down the line. Next up, we got 3 scoops of protein powder. So now this has a shitload of protein. So 3 scoops of this protein powder has 75 total grams of protein. So I think, and we're also gonna add 2 more protein ingredients. So like I said, this recipe is badass. Next up, we're gonna do 3 of the finest organic eggs from Whole Foods. So these are 3 organic eggs, gonna add 18 grams of protein, 15 grams of fat. This is pretty much where all the fat is coming from. Pour that in there. And not last, and I'm spilling, we got half a cup of liquid egg whites. I just chose to break it up. If you guys say are cutting, you want to keep your fat content really low, you could do 1 to 1.5 cups of liquid egg whites. I think with the egg yolk, it makes it a lot more moist. And then now what we're gonna do here is a little stevia in the raw. So we're gonna do 1 tablespoon of stevia in the raw, just to add some sweet flavor. And then I'm gonna add in some cinnamon. It's not organic, sorry guys, I do apologize. Trying to save $2 up in here. Got some cinnamon, and we're gonna put some vanilla extract. This one's organic though. Gotta get the organic vanilla extract. And I don't measure, I just throw some shit in there. And last but not least, we're gonna do some powdered peanut butter just to add a bunch of flavor in here. So I'm gonna do 2 tablespoons of this, throw it in there. This is gonna make some badass pancakes. It's the entire ingredient profile right here. So now I'm gonna struggle and mix this up. Alright guys, we are back in action. I actually changed up the recipe a little bit to make it thicker. It was like a tiny bit watery. So the total recipe is 3 sweet potatoes, 8 tablespoons oatmeal. I used 2 tablespoons of this coconut flour right here to thicken it up. And then we have 3 scoops protein powder, the 3 eggs, the half a cup of liquid egg whites, stevia, vanilla extract, cinnamon, and 2 tablespoons of PB2. So I added 1 sweet potato, 2 tablespoons oatmeal, and 2 tablespoons of the coconut flour just to make it nice and thick. So now we are ready to go. I have my pan coated here with some fat-free cooking spray, and give you guys one more shot here of my famous, soon-to-be famous potato pancake recipe. So I'm gonna do, I think about half a cup. Half a cup should be good for 1 pancake, so try not to make a mess here. Alright, we are back in action. Want to show you guys the final result right here. So I made the first batch a little too big. They actually turned out rather ugly. Here's the first batch, and then we made them a little bit smaller, and now they look amazing. So I want to show you guys, kind of based on your current fitness goals, what you can add to them. So if you're bulking, you're just trying to get in a lot of calories for breakfast, I highly recommend peanut butter and jelly pancakes. Now these are already really high in protein and high in carbohydrates. This is gonna add some fats. You could do almond butter, peanut butter. This is my favorite peanut butter of all time. I put this in my oatmeal, and it just like, it's probably the only thing that I'm eating right now that actually tastes really good because I'm shredding and on a major caloric deficit, so highly recommend this. Now, if you're like me and you're trying to watch your fat, this is not the healthiest thing in the world. It's obviously full of artificial sweeteners, but it does taste almost exactly like maple syrup, and it only has 15 calories for 1/4 cup, which is a lot of syrup. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Let me know in the comments below what type of content you want to see going forward. We got a lot of new videos coming your way. And if you're looking for more tips and information on how to bulk up and gain lean muscle mass, head on over to weightgainmethod.com. See you soon, guys.